What's up, guys? We got a Monday night classic of two trash defenses and the Cowgirls taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. We got a new franchise, okay, versus America's team. Obviously, I'm saying that facetiously. I'm going to give you a bold prediction. Seb's going to give you a bold prediction. And then we're both going to give you our score prediction. Yes, we don't have any feelings or emotions attached to this team. But it's going to be a pretty fun game, I think, because both these defenses are bad. And these offenses do have gunslinger quarterbacks. So, Seb, take us away.
I will be happy to do that. Trey Tucker will have over 65 receiving yards in this game. His line is only set at 47.5, and it's Saturday. Trey Tucker is projected to have a big game against the Dallas Cowboys due to an elite matchup against a struggling Dallas pass defense, and is likely his likely increased target share as the Raiders' primary wide receiver. The Cowboys' defense has been one of the worst in the NFL against wide receivers this season, allowing the most fantasy points allowing the most fantasy points and the most touchdowns per game to the position.
That's what I like to hear. I just traded for him in fantasy. He's starting in my flex.
They also rank near the bottom of the league in passing yards allowed per game. This creates a favorable environment for opposing wide receivers to produce significant yardage and scoring opportunities. With the recent trade of Jacoby Myers to the Jaguars, Tucker is now considered de facto number one wideout for the Raiders. This change
He is the number one wideout, but he's not the number one option in the pass game because of Brock Bowers.
Yeah.
But he is easily the number one receiver.
Yes.
Go on.
This change in the depth chart means a higher volume of targets and a greater role in the passing offense, despite presence of tight end Brock, or the presence of tight end Brock. Shut up. The presence of tight end Brock Bowers. Okay. Tucker's first game as a primary receiver was disappointing against a strong Denver Broncos defense. However, the Week 11 matchup against this Cowboys team presents an ideal opportunity for a bounce-back performance, as the Cowboys' defensive weaknesses align well with the need for the Raiders' passing game to step up. As you saw last week, they purely suck. Okay, so the Cowboys' offense has been high-scoring in several games this season, which could force the Raiders to pass more frequently to keep pace, leading to more opportunities for Trey Tucker. Lastly, the Dallas Cowboys are allowing an average of approximately 254.4 passing yards per game. As of this season, this figure ranks them 29th in the league for opponent pass yards.
So bottom three.
Yep, bottom three. And the recent game had Michael Wilson at 61 and Marvin Harrison Jr. at 96. So you could even put Tyler Lockett.
Man, that's my next one. Did you know that? How did you? That was my next one.
I didn't know that.
That's my bold prediction.
I should have didn't know.
Go on.
You could put Tyler Lockett. You could put whoever number 11 is on the Raiders. I forgot his name. His jersey's too long for him. You guys would know who he is. But you got any wide receiver, put him over on this line.
It's too long for him. It's not Besh, is it? The rookie?
No. He's
There's a
number
receiver on the Raiders who has a jersey that his sleeves are too long?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
He's number 11.
Seb's absolutely right, though. And this Cowboys defense is a pass funnel. They are a pass funnel, bro. Their DBs are... I thought the Eagles were struggling, but the Eagles at least have DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell. The Cowboys have nobody in their defensive backfield. Nobody. And when they did, they benched Trayvon Diggs. I don't even know if he's healthy or not. Yeah, and then Bland got hurt, who they gave a lot of money to. But that'll take you to my bold prediction. And I think Seb read my notes.
I didn't. I swear to God I didn't.
Tyler Lockett, over 27.5 receiving yards. This is a blast from the past.
Is it?
Okay. It is, okay? And I like it. I don't mind it at all. It's kind of gives theme into our week one when I went with Keenan Allen on that Friday night primetime game to go over, I think it was 35.5 against the Chiefs, and he crushed it. I think Tyler Lockett, the veteran, is going to crush this. He had 44 receiving yards versus the Broncos, who have the 6th ranked pass defense in the NFL, where his matchup this week couldn't get any easier, like Seb said. The Cowboys are ranked last in allowed yards per game to the receiver position. They allow 170.6 receiving yards per game to wide receivers alone. The wide receivers on the opposing offenses are getting over 170 yards against this Cowboys defense. I think Tyler Lockett can get you 27.5. They also allow the most touchdowns per game. The most passing touchdowns, I should say, per game. So they allow the most receiving yards to the wide receiver position, and they allow the most passing touchdowns to quarterbacks. This is an easy matchup for veteran wide receiver Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett, like I said, had 44 yards in his last game, which was his second game as a Raider. But it was his first game without Jakobi Meyers on the team. Lockett has taken over the trusted veteran wide receiver role. I think he has taken that over. Yes, Trey Tucker is the best wide receiver on the team. I'm with you on that.
I traded for him 5 weeks ago.
Really? What was the trade?
Ramondre Stevenson, Trey Tucker for Travion Henderson. Ramondre Stevenson, Trey Tucker for Krosky Merritt and Christian Kirk.
Oh, you won that trade.
I know.
You got rid of those two?
Yeah.
Oh, you won that trade. You fleeced him.
You
that's robbery.
Shout out to my boy AJ.
Wow. AJ, I hope you're watching this because you need to be keeping your eyes on him.
He ended up dropping Christian Kirk and ended up trading Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt.
Okay, then good on you, AJ. I hope that you got some value for Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt.
He did.
But man, that's you snapped, especially when Ramondre comes
back. Especially
back.
when I have Henderson on my team already.
Oh my goodness, yeah, you killed that trade. So, are you starting Tucker this week?
I'm starting him over DJ Moore.
Oh, that's a good move. I think that's a good move.
You need to bench DJ Moore too.
I think I might, but it's a double flex. That's why I might. Yes, he dropped a goose egg last week. But enough about DJ Moore. We're talking about Tyler Lockett. All right.
0.
Lockett has taken over that veteran wide receiver role, like I just said, that Jakobi Meyers once held, but he's no longer on the team. And Lockett also has Geno Smith as his quarterback, who is playing for his job. Geno Smith knows he's on a short leash, okay? And Kenny Pickett will be getting an opportunity soon if he doesn't step up. If Geno doesn't step up, Kenny Pickett's coming for his job, and he knows that. I think in a desperate spot, Geno looks to his guy Lockett, like he did last week, giving Lockett 6 targets. That's a decent amount of targets, okay? And like I said, it was against the Broncos defense, which was ranked 6th, and the Cowboys are ranked dead last in most defensive passing situations. Lockett averaged nearly 50 yards per game with Geno as his quarterback. He can give you over half that number with beating the 27.5 on this line. Give me Tyler Lockett. Blast from the past on Monday Night Football in primetime, over 27.5 yards.
We both have Raiders receivers. Good Lord help us.
Yeah, I think that's pretty bold for this game. Is we're going with Raiders receivers, and this Raiders offense is not good. But let's hear the score.
Cowboys unfortunately win 38-30 in a shootout. Yeah, this is gonna be tough.
The game is at a 50 over/under.
It is. Yep, it is.
It's pretty high.
I was in between of who's going to win this game, if I'm being honest. But I'm taking Dallas, especially since they just lost a teammate on their bye week last week.
You hit on a point that I was going to touch on.
They're playing with heavy hearts, so they'll be highly motivated and emotionally ready to go in this game. Yep. They're going to be ready to kill someone on this team. I promise you that.
I think we should use better words, but go on.
They're going to be ready to demolish the Raiders, okay? The Cowboys are favored to win because of their high-powered offense, particularly against the Raiders' struggling run defense and their new-look defense that could pressure the Raiders' quarterback. Additionally, the Cowboys have a strong road record after a bye, and the Raiders have struggled to consistently score and protect the ball. The Cowboys' offense is expected to have success against this Raiders' defense, which has struggled to stop the run in recent weeks. So this could lead to another big game for running back Javonte Williams, who has been very productive against teams with poor run defenses. The Cowboys' defense, which has struggled of times, could be bolstered by new additions of Quinnen Williams and Logan Wilson.
I agree with you. They're going to give him a boost.
Acquired through the trade deadline here a few weeks ago. These new players will be playing their first game as a Cowboy, and Williams in particular could be disruptive for this Raiders offense and their interior offensive line. The defense is expected to put pressure on Raiders quarterback Geno Smith and potentially forcing turnovers which we saw Geno Smith. He just turns it over. The Raiders have had trouble consistently moving the ball and scoring points, with 4 games scoring 10 or fewer points.
Yeah, that's bad.
They're one of the bottom ranked offenses in the league. Their offense has also struggled to protect the football. This inability to score consistently and a high-powered Cowboys offense could make this a difficult game for Las Vegas. But what keeps them in it is those Cowboys DBs. Those Cowboys DBs are cooked like fried chicken on a Friday night.
That's what keeps the Raiders in the game.
Yeah, that's what keeps the Raiders in the game. Cowboys are better. Cowboys are better, more motivated, and better coached. So give me the Cowboys on Monday night.
I like it. I like what you said, and I like how you started off, and I'm with you, man. Okay? And I thought you were going to say it was going to be a close game. I did. So I was going to be like, I disagree
8-point game is close.
It is, but I have the Cowboys winning this game 34-24.
It's also Las Vegas. You have to consider it's not easy playing in Las Vegas.
No, you're right. You're right. I saw
There's
it. And
a lot.
I was like,
There's a lot of distractions.
Yeah.
In Las Vegas.
Oh, you're absolutely right. But as you just said, this team is distracted enough. Okay, they just lost a teammate, which prayers out to his family, Marshawn Nealon.
Yeah.
Marshawn Nealon. Prayers out to his family. And prayers to his soul. Got to do that, man. I wish you guys the best, and just know that he's in a better place now. And Cowboys, don't be too mean to the Raiders, but like I said, they're going to win this game 34-24. This is a game where both defenses are bad. Okay? But one offense is good. Okay? The Cowboys offense is good. That is why I'm giving this to the Cowboys. I have a few reasons why they'll win by more than a touchdown, though. First is that the Cowboys defensive line versus Geno Smith. Seb touched about this earlier. I'm going to give you some stats now to back up his point. Geno Smith is ranked 19th in passer rating when under pressure. The Cowboys defense, yes, is weak, okay, does apply pressure, as they are ranked 10th in pressure rate. So they will put pressure on Geno Smith, which will force him to have turnovers. Another stat is Geno has the second most turnover-worthy throws when under pressure. This is by Pro Football Focus. They have ranked which quarterbacks have the most turnover-worthy throws, so they should end up in the defense's hands when under pressure. And Geno Smith has the second most turnover-worthy throws by any quarterback in the league. My second reason builds off my first reason. Okay, so like I just said, the Cowboys will get pressure on the quarterback, and Geno Smith is not a good quarterback to throw under pressure. So my second reason is the Cowboys defense just got Quinyon Williams and Logan Wilson from trades. So this Cowboys defense might have their best game of the season. Okay? They also got one of their linebackers back, Overshown. He's back for his first game of the season after suffering an ACL injury. We know Logan Wilson, and Quinyon Williams are studs. But Overshown is also a big-time piece, the linebacker. Mm-hmm. He was ranked 11th best linebacker in 2024 by Pro Football Focus. Overshown's a dog. I remember looking at him last year and being like, damn, this dude's big, he's fast, like he can go sideline to sideline. So they now have Logan Wilson, Quinyon Williams, and Overshown. So yes, they had those two players betrayed, but really they have 3 players, 3 big pieces that this defense hasn't had all season, and they lost a defensive player, like I said, with Nealon. Rest in peace to his soul. I think this defense gets it done and forces some turnovers. Now, let's talk about the Raiders defense and the Cowboys offense. The Raiders have the 26th ranked defense, while the Cowboys are ranked 4th in both passing yards per game and points per game. This Cowboys offense is going to explode against the Raiders defense that is ranked bottom 6 in the NFL. The Cowboys are also coming off a loss and a bye week, which gave them extra time to prepare for this favorable matchup. So Dak Prescott already excels at home. This game is in a dome in Las Vegas, and it's against the 26th ranked defense, and they just came off a bye, and a loss. I think the Cowboys offense is going to explode, and I think it's going to exploit this matchup. My last and most, I'm surprised we didn't go with any Cowboys. The reason I didn't touch any Cowboys players is because I don't know which one is like gonna go off. Bro.
CeeDee Lamb will have a good game.
Yes, but that's not too bold. We know CeeDee Lamb.
So we're both manifesting Trey Tucker. It looks like
Trey Tucker, and it sounds like we're manifesting Geno Smith is going to be the starting quarterback.
Looks like we know who EJ's picking up on waiver wire tomorrow morning.
Who? Tyler Lockett?
Tyler Lockett.
I don't need. I mean, maybe in some. No, I don't.
You're lucky that this episode comes out after.
Dude, I have to drop somebody for a defense. I don't have a defense right now. And that decision.
You always give me crap. Why you pick us on defenses so early? So I don't have to worry about a defense in week 11.
Dude, I made a trade where I traded 2 players for 3, and I couldn't drop someone, so I had no problem dropping the Broncos defense. Yes, they're good, but they play the Chiefs. Okay? So I had no problem doing that. Either way, Cowboys get this done.
I would say pick up New England's defense, but I have them in every single league I'm in.
There's not much good defenses to pick up. I might actually pick the Broncos back up. Okay? I don't know yet.
Chiefs defense.
That's not a bad one.
If
I don't think they're available though, so I might have to drop Chiefs
Bills defense.
So in one league I don't have a defense, and in Chrissy's league I have 2 defenses.
Oh my god!
So I don't know because I have the Chiefs defense. So I wish I could trade that Chiefs defense from one league to my other team in another league. I wish I could do that, but I can't.
ESPN sure consider doing that. No, right? that would be a cluster. That would be so bad.
Yeah, people will start making super teams. Either way, all right, we're getting a little bit off track talking about super teams and what could have been in fantasy football. I'll get it done and I'll plug in a defense. Okay, I made a trade, like I said. The Cowboys will get it done. They don't want to win. They want to dominate for their lost former teammate. They're going to show out for him. I promise you they will. And to be honest with you, as an Eagles fan, I want to see the Cowboys win this game.
You almost said as a Cowboys fan.
As an Eagles fan, I didn't almost say it, all right? As an Eagles fan, I want to see the Cowboys win this game, all right?
You know, Cowboys could use some DBs, man. I'm just saying.
No, I can't do that. I can root for them on a Monday night game against the, 2-6 Raiders?
2-7.
2-7 Raiders, but I can't go put a star on my helmet. Can't do that. Anything else you want to say?
No, I mean, I think you touched on it all.
Okay.
I think we should see EJ with a NY on his helmet. How about what do you guys think?
The Giants in MetLife?
Yeah.
Like I didn't tear my meniscus? Yeah? You think I can play on that field?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't think I'll make it past preseason.
Or Commanders, you can have a big W on your helmet.
That one I
don't think that burgundy will look good on you, though.
No, I'm a green fellow. Fly, Saquon, fly.
Fly, Saquon, fly.
We'll catch you guys in week 12. It's week 11, right?